for the Coaches Show.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Coaches Show. We're talking LaGrange College football. I'm here with Coach Earl Campbell. I tell you, if there's nothing else, Earl Campbell, Earl Chambers. Oh, Lord Almighty, I'm going to the Houston Oilers. We don't have the Houston Oilers anymore. Oh, Lord, it's amazing what your brain goes to. I was sitting here thinking about old NFL, and we were talking about NFL football. The Cleveland Browns going to watch them tonight, and I watched the Houston Texans yesterday, and then I go, Earl Campbell. All right, Earl Chambers is here with me tonight. Keep my brain right. But I dearly love being able to have that CBS sports music played before the show. It's just something neat about coming on to that.
Get you going a little bit, don't it?
A lot of memories of just sitting there getting ready for a ball game, and you hear that stuff. We had a ball game this past Saturday there at the Callaway Stadium as North Carolina Wesley came in, and it was a game that I think we began very evenly matched, Coach. We fall in that game 52-35. I don't think the score is not really indicative of how tight it was throughout the contest, but it was a boxing match. I think in the first half, especially going into the third, matching score for score. But just couldn't get over the top.
It was, our guys. I thought we played well at times, and then I felt like we were sloppy. So we got ourselves in a hole, and we couldn't really bounce back from being down one score and in a 2-point conversion. But overall, I just felt like our discipline and focus wasn't in the right place, and we knew going into this game that we was playing an opponent that they're going to run the football effectively, and we're going to have to defend some plays down the field. And we did a poor job of communicating at times, and our lack of maturity really showed in this past ball game.
Well, Taunton, the quarterback for North Carolina Wesleyan, had a big ball game, throwing the ball around. Having a guy named Dorfman, one of his number one receivers. I just got tired of calling him the name Dorfman and being excited about that. Right. He heard us score the first touchdown against us. But you and I were talking off the air a minute ago that it almost was kind of like a basketball game. If you follow basketball or been around basketball a long time, a lot of times you're playing a game and you get down by 2. You just can't ever seem to overcome that down by 2, and that's kind of the feeling I had the whole ball game.
And we had opportunities, we faked the punt. There was an opportunity to gain a possession there and try to get a score, and we didn't. We had the ball, we made them, fumble the ball several times, and we just wasn't around the ball enough to get it. So the opportunities, presented themselves, and we just couldn't take advantage of it.
One of the plays. Let's go back to that fake punt. It was a really beautifully executed play. I don't think anybody, the whole stadium expected that to turn out to be a fake. Talk about how that play developed.
Well, we knew going into the game they did a great job of holding us up at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to chase us down the field. And it's something we have been working on for the last, couple of years. When we get teams who like to hold us up, just because we're in a reduced punt formation. So the game plan was, hey, we're gonna run as fast as we can out of our stance and go toward the sideline to open the middle of the field for Chip, and it worked out beautifully.
Yeah, it really did. And again, the execution I thought was really good, and I smiled. I was talking to Bill, my radio partner. I said, I know who smiled the most on the sideline, the man who drew that up, Coach Chambers, because he got the special teams.
I got the special teams, and we, like I said, we worked that play quite a bit, and it's been very successful for us. And, we faked the same punt versus Barry last year, and it was highly successful. It's just disappointing that we didn't get any points from it. I was really hoping to take a shot down the field after the fake punt, and our quarterback he didn't read the play as well as he should have, and he made the wrong read.
We're going to talk about, take a break, talk more about this ballgame when we come back. You're listening right now to the Coaches Show, live from your pie. It's LaGrange College Style with Earl Chambers right here on Eagle Sports.
Has your dentist told you it's time to remove your wisdom teeth, or you need dental implants? Maybe you're wanting a facial cosmetic procedure. You might find yourself in need of bone grafting or an oral pathology. Then you need West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. They can help your family to get started and be with you through, till you're smiling again. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. Call today or ask your dentist to make an appointment for you. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery in LaGrange, 1587 Vernon Road, and on the web at westgaoralsurgery.com.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to REMAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to REMAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange. You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com, because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show live here from Your Pie. We're talking LaGrange College football. The Panthers fall 52-35 to North Carolina Wesleyan this past weekend. Coach, out of a loss, you look for those things that you can take out of it,
Right.
things you can build on. There were some pretty strong performances by several guys.
Yeah.
I want to go back, though, to what we're talking about. You know, we're talking about off the air a minute ago. I think that they came out and really looked at our running game, saw how strong it was the previous couple of weeks,
Right.
and they just wanted to shut down Brendan Scott. They just weren't going to let him be the one to beat them.
Right, and they gave us a 8-man box pretty much the whole night, and they was daring us to go deep, and we tried, and it didn't work, but they knew going into the game they wasn't going to let 8 beat them.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he still had over 72 yards in the ball game.
Right.
So, I mean, he's still what was effective as he played. But I thought that they did that, and I was just looking at the thing that stood out for me from the offensive side was the third down conversions. 5 of 16.
All right.
And those just kill us.
It's got to improve, and going into this week, that's one of our main focuses, making sure that we can take care of third down, and a lot of it is on our quarterback, who he's got to make the right reads. He's got to see his keys, and he's got to deliver the ball where it's supposed to go.
Well, this is also indicative of kind of field position we had. We had we went for 6 different fourth down conversions, got 3 of those.
Right.
But that shows you how we weren't giving up on
Right.
drives.
We're
we really felt we
close.
were good spots.
Just like you said, in basketball, you're 2 points away, and you just need that one point. We needed that one score to get us into back to the game, But our focus is going to change this week. We got our guys. We watched the film, and there's a lot of areas where we can get better, and we're gonna look at those areas, and we're gonna move some guys around and see if they provide us with a better fit.
We were talking about the one thing you and I talked about last week was the great balance that you had on offense, about 250 yards both passing and running the ball. This week, a marked difference, 120 yards on the ground, 292 in the air.
That's is kind of indicative of the score, like you said. We're playing catch up, so. You're at a point in the game, where, hey, you need a score just so you can get the game back back to balance. And we just couldn't score. We couldn't get the ball down the field.
One thing that we have, again, I think taking on the stat this year, and we were only just a little bit through the season, is interceptions. I mean, we're fixing to beat the mark of total interceptions for a season for a Panthers team. Right. I think right now that we had 2 more in this ball game. Let's see, I think they had 6. Actually, we've already beaten that.
Yeah.
We've had 7 on the season. The record was 6 during the 2018 season.
Right.
That's amazing.
We're doing a great job, and I don't want to sound like I'm being, negative about, the ball game, but it was a lot of great things that happened in that game that we can take from and we can learn. And our young guys, I'm telling you, they're playing their hearts out, and I can't say enough about, some of those guys maturing. Hopefully, over the next couple of weeks, we can get some of our older guys to show a little bit more maturity. And but it's part of the business. We got to grow our kids up, and we got to make sure they understand the situations and going into games like this is a conference game, and the emphasis, the importance need to be on that.
Well, and it's something we've talked about for years about on these broadcasts about when you play Division III football, is that especially if you've got a young freshman coming in, some of these teams have pretty strong juniors and seniors. Right. Think about the physical growth and the finishing puberty and everything else that takes place between an 18-year-old lining up and a 20, 21-year-old lining up across the ball from you. That's boy and a man.
Right.
And it's very different. And really the only man size we got is Joe Thomas down there.
That's right.
Line.
And he's a grown man. And, you know, when you bring in so many freshmen, you know, and it don't really dawn onto you until about halfway through the season. These kids haven't been home, you know, and, you know, every chance they get, they want to go home and see mama and go see daddy. But, you know, college football is a big business, and, you know, it's our livelihoods, and our guys got to understand it. And they just don't understand that aspect of it until, you know, later in their career.
We'll talk more about some of the guys on the field, but I do want to mention, looking up on the stands, another great job by the fans. I think they turned out well for this ball game. It's a good crowd.
Right. We had a great crowd. You know, everything was right. You know, it's just that we didn't make the plays to win the football game. But, you know, we just got to get it next week. You know, Avery is going to be another team that is going to be senior-led. They're big. You know, they execute very well, and we got to step up to the challenge.
We'll talk about a few standouts in the ballgame when we come back. Right now we're talking about Panther football, live from your pie right here on Eagle Sports.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie, made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? Yeah, you can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, live here from Your Pie. We have a tendency to talk more about other things than we do about football breaks. We're having a good time. I guess one of the things that we continue to talk about is the support that we get from LaGrange College. We talked about the fans a moment ago. Appreciate Dr. McAlexander and everybody in the staff for kind of getting behind the team. To be a small college, they really throw a lot of resources there at the football program.
They do, and you know, thanks for everybody, you know, that came to the game and showed their support. You know, just walking over into the stadium, you see a great crowd, you know, building right there at the road, and you know that kind of gets you pumped up in our players. And I tell you what, there's room to be get better at that too. So I talked to some parents last night, and they want to try to get that thing a little bit tighter in terms of
the tailgate game needs to be stepped up a little bit. Yeah. I would agree.
And those guys are working on it. You know, once again, you know, we got a lot of freshman parents. They don't quite understand what their role is now. So, but I think they're starting to get it, and they're starting to relax a little bit more. We're halfway through the season, so they're starting to see that, hey, let's make this thing as big as we can make it.
Just go have fun.
Let's go have fun, show support for our kids, and even after the game, it was plenty of food for the entire team.
Oh, that's great.
And our guys enjoyed that.
Well, one of the things we talked about having some fun. A couple of guys that had some fun in the contest were some of the younger guys. Filling game just really stood out there. Randy Filling game had 12 tackles and 2 interceptions. He's made Peyton Haynes look bad this week.
Once again, I'm gonna say it again. He stayed 4 years. He'd be the best linebacker ever walked through LaGrange College.
Ooh, I'm gonna call Andre.
Call Andre. I'm telling you. He plays like Andre. He has the IQ of any football player I've been around. And he makes plays. He's very aggressive. He likes to tackle, and he understands the game. And, you can play him at Mike linebacker. You can play him at Will. You can play him at Sam. It doesn't matter. His ability to think outside the box and understand what can happen to him and what plays he can make is invaluable.
One of his interceptions really was kind of a highlight reel type of interception.
Absolutely.
Went full extension, tipped the ball. And then he ended up coming up with the ball he tipped.
Brought it back to him, and I thought that was amazing because he was actually drifting. He was drifting in an area where he got kind of out of position a little bit, and then he kind of redirected his body and made a spectacular catch.
Peyton Haynes continues to have a great year.
Right.
A lot of tackles. Recovered another fumble. Pretty much there's a loose ball. Well, there's a couple I wish he could have got to in the ball. There was a couple behind the line of scrimmage. In fact, one of their big plays of the game was a fumble. That they pick up a broken play. They pick up big yardage.
Right. All right. And Peyton, I told you, if there's a ball around him, he's going to pick it up. I mean, he's going to be around it. He had to come down this week and make some tackles. And, that's not one of his strong suits, but he did the job, and there was a couple plays where he could have done a better job tackling, but overall, I'm still satisfied with his play.
A lot of times I saw guys hit and slide, hit and slide. The initial hit they're there for, but we're not getting the wrap up and bringing them to the ground like we need to.
And I thought that we got tired a little bit. The first series we went on a 15-play drive, and our guys got pretty winded. And I thought our coaches we did a poor job of recognizing and not subbing. I wish if we could take it back, we'll do a better job of rotating guys in there to give those the starters, give them a rest just for a play or two and get them back in the game. But that's something we got to focus on next week and get better at.
I remember just about a little time playing, one of the worst things you want to hear a coach say is, I apologize to y'all, I didn't prepare you with enough conditioning.
Right, absolutely.
Because you knew what that meant.
Well, I can tell you this. Our players, if you was at the stadium last night, probably around 7:30, we got conditioned well.
Ooh.
So you can take it how you want to.
I'll just leave that alone. All my blood and sweat is gone since they put turf down. It's just grass now. Another guy that I want to talk about real quick was Jeremiah Ingram. Yeah. I thought he had a standout ball game in this one.
He's a stud. He runs great routes. He catches the ball with his hands. He can fly. Another receiver, Taryn Westbrook. He's a freshman, and he did a great job. He caught a touchdown pass, and I think it was like 60, 70 yards. But he was a freshman player of the week for USA South. So we got a lot of young talent, and I'm so happy that these guys get an opportunity to get experience. And I can see later on down the road the confidence that these kids are going to be able to create from these moments. That's going to help us get out of that slump. We got to get over 500.
Another thing that impressed me about Jeremiah is also his return yards. I like that, and Bill and I talk about this on the radio a lot. A lot of times we run so much across the field that we end up wearing ourselves out and don't get any upfield motion. I like that he just attacks whatever's coming at him. He kind of gets that upfield as quick as he can, gets 10, 15, 20 out of it, and then it's you tackle or whatever, or sometimes you might break, and then you bring the offense on.
That's right, and his knowledge of the game is very high too. He has a very high football IQ, and what's impressive about him is just his ability to just catch the ball with his hands. I mean, it's incredible. No matter how fast, how hard, he catches the ball well with his hand. His hand-eye coordination fabulous.
Well, I'll mention that too. As I watch the guys, watch your receivers, that's really something that is a hallmark of all of your guys. Very few of them bring it to the body.
Exactly.
Most of them are making the extended catches. The balls are getting where they can, either high or right out in front of them, so they're not having that hit their body. What happens most times bounces off the chest.
Right.
But they really are using their hands to catch balls.
Man, and I give all the credit to their coach. Tony White has done a great job coaching those guys, and he demands a style of play that fits his style of coaching, and one of those things is make sure you catch the ball, extend your arms, catch the ball, and then bring it back into your body.
We're going to talk about a few more things about this past game, but then we're going to look ahead to what's coming up after this break. Right now, you're listening to the Coaches Show live from your pie about LaGrange College right here on Eagle Sports.
Has your dentist told you it's time to remove your wisdom teeth, or you need dental implants? Maybe you're wanting a facial cosmetic procedure. You might find yourself in need of bone grafting or an oral pathology. Then you need West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. They can help your family to get started and be with you through, till you're smiling again. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. Call today or ask your dentist to make an appointment for you. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery in LaGrange, 1587 Vernon Road, and on the web at westgaoralsurgery.com. You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at your pile LaGrange.
Welcome back. I can see Charlie Metcalf's here. He's pastor over at Clearview Chapel. Y'all fix to go run the thread, Charlie? I know that. He's giving a thumbs up on that. He's either biking or running it pretty much every day. He's really involved in that project. We appreciate them and coming out to hear us and visit with us here at Your Pie tonight. But I'm here with Coach Earl Chambers. I had to write it down just to make sure I didn't make that mistake.
I'm okay with Earl Campbell. I mean, I just wish I had his money.
Just nobody's going to know who I'm talking about if I do that.
Right.
But because we were talking just a little bit more about this basketball game, what you kind of learn, what you kind of take from it. You made a transition about the third quarter, bringing in Cam Perkins to take on the quarterbacking duties. Shedrick struggling with some of the reads. Cam, kind of a known quantity, tends to be somebody that people expect to be a runner, but he passed the ball real well too.
All right. His accuracy has gotten a lot better. With Cam, he give us a different, outlook on what we can do. With his ability to run, we can kind of put in, design some offensive plays around his running ability as well as his passing ability.
I really thought that he did a good job coming in the ball game. Again, that third quarter became a real boxing match, back and forth, back and forth. We were able to get the 2-point conversion that we were looking for earlier in the game in that third quarter.
That's right, we did. And it was a couple plays in that third quarter I felt like, when Cam was running around a little bit, he just couldn't connect with those receivers when he was scrambling. So, and that's another element that he brings to the table that, when he's out of the pocket and teaching our guys, how to manage a scramble drill. And that's something that we can benefit from.
Well, receivers are starting to do a good job of also when you see that coming back, finding themselves open and not just being, I'm just running a route.
That's right. And, we teach our guys, when the quarterback is out, scrambling around, hey, the guy that's the shortest, make sure you turn and run. and then the guys that are furthest out, you come back toward the football. So, that's something we've worked on in camp, and we continue to work on it all the time. But you didn't get that with Shed, where you can get it with Cam.
Well, something else I think Cam does a little bit quick. He gets the ball out of his hands a little quicker.
Yeah.
Shed, I think, is sometimes thinking too much. That extra time back in the pocket just collapsed too quick on him. Also, really impressed by the way he's able to ride his guys on an RPO end, so you don't really know who has the ball.
I think he understands that concept a little bit better than Shed, because with his ability to run and all the things that we run from a zone read perspective, where he's reading the end and running off of them, I think that's going to help him in the passing game, because now we've kind of got him to a point where he's seeing the field a little bit better in the passing game. So now he feels a lot more comfortable throwing the ball down the field.
One more guy I want to mention that I really like is Jamie Sellers.
Yeah.
I think that Sonny's name is Sellers because he sells out on any play he's involved in. He just seems to find his way into the backfield over and over and over.
Yeah, and he's a really good football player for us. And, what we're going to try to do with him is really to settle him down a little bit, let him focus on one position, because what's going on now, he's playing defensive end. He's playing nose guard. He's moving around quite a bit, and is really taking away from his energy. We just got to do a better job, subbing guys in and out of the game. And hopefully, in the fourth quarter, we can come back and win those games and not be tired.
He seems to really find his way. He seems to be really effective from the outside. He seems to find that gap, find that way to pressure a quarterback. Something which we did a pretty good job at different portions of the game, is putting that pressure back on the quarterback. But I think they put a little bit more on us. Let's flip over to turn the page, and what we got coming up is we'll be traveling to Averett, another travel game. Tell folks where Averett is.
Danville, Virginia. It's about 8 hours north, and we're playing a really good football team. This is the team everybody's projecting to be the best in the conference. We got our work cut out. We watched the film today. They're very big on both sides of the ball, especially, in the trenches. So our guys got a challenge. So we got defensively, we got to use our speed. We got to play our gaps. We got to get off blocks really quick. Their quarterback, he's very cocky. He believes in his arm. He can run. He can do a lot of things to cause you some fits on the back end. So we got to keep him under control, keep him in the pocket. Overall, this is probably the best team we're going to play this year. It's good that we played a team like NC Wesleyan first, and we had a chance to win. Now we're going to play another good football team, and hopefully we can keep it close, and then get into the fourth quarter and see something special can happen.
Take those lessons learned from the previous ball games, put them in play. You mentioned that young quarterback and kind of cocky. That my favorite, and maybe only Mike Tyson quote I know, is that everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
That's right,
and that's what we got to do.
He don't get hit in the mouth often, so. His ability to kind of move around the pocket and move the pocket and get the ball down the field is as good as I've seen on film this year. And Avery is a really good football team. They're coached very well, and they don't make a whole lot of mistakes. And we got to go into this ball game, and we got to be very fundamentally sound. We got to communicate. We got to be disciplined. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about this week as a coaching staff, and at practice. If we got any chance to win this game, we got to make sure we're disciplined.
I see y'all will head up Friday, I guess.
We'll leave Friday 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'll stop and eat in Greenville, South Carolina, and then we're going to make our way to Danville.
Finding all the Golden Corrals from here to there.
Absolutely.
One of the few places that can handle a bunch of guys that come in with a few hungry stomachs.
That's right.
But it is such a great experience for these kids. I can't tell you how much I love being involved with the program, because I know that when I was coming out of high school, I kind of had a pretty good senior year. Thought, hey, do I want to go play in a small college, keep playing football, and had that kind of dream. But to see these guys, and that's really what it is about this D3 football. These guys just fulfilling that dream.
Yeah, and they fulfilling a dream is a very expensive dream, but and along with that, we had a JV game Sunday, and we end up winning the game.
That's great.
So our younger guys got an opportunity to play.
We can't get much younger than our
That's right. So yes, this is for most of these guys. They wouldn't have an opportunity to go play college football, and we provide that service for them, and we're just hoping that we can make these guys men when they leave. And, you know, playing football, it gives them an opportunity to grow. And hopefully they take advantage of it.
What's going to be fun is 10 years down the line, they're going to be talking about, hey, you remember that trip to Avery?
Yeah.
Where they came back with a victory. That's what we're going to hope for. As Coach Earl Campbell Chambers will be
there we go.
we'll be leading them up there. Coach, appreciate your time tonight. Folks, y'all stay with us as we're going to be here all the way through as we got Callaway coming up. After that we'll have Troop, and then of course LaGrange High closing things down tonight. Right now you'll be listening to the Coaches Show LaGrange College Style right here on Eagle Sports.
As your dentist told